Item: SCP-372. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-372 is to be contained in a cell, 5 meters x 4 meters x 2 meters, lined with reinforced plexiglass. Embedded into each of the 4 walls of this cell will be one infrared motion detector. Feeding will take place once every 2 weeks, to consist of 1 kilogram of red meat and uncooked vegetables, to be deposited in its cell via chute. All guards working near SCP-372 cell must wear helmets with cameras mounted in the forehead, with live feeds to the nearest guard station. In the event of a containment breach, an alert will be sounded that all personnel should watch for any brief flickering movements in the corner of their eyes, and to report immediately if one is sighted. Description: SCP-372 is a creature of unknown genus, approximately 2 meters long from head to tail and weighing approximately 45 kilograms. It has a long, thin body with 8 pairs of narrow limbs. Analysis has shown that its muscle fibers are redacted, allowing for extremely fast and precise movements. Every part of the body is abnormally flexible, and the limbs are coated with small fibers that cling to almost any solid surface. In place of eyes or ears, it has data expunged. This sensory organ is capable not only of echolocation but also of detecting energy transfers, such as the electrical impulses in the brains of nearby beings. SCP-372 has learned to time its movements to those pulses, predicting the movements of any being around it. It uses this technique to hide, either by hiding behind the head of a person looking for it or by hiding in their scotomus, blind spots, and saccades. Clipping during eye movement. SCP-372 first came to the attention of the Foundation on Comma when an undercover agent working at reported seeing a creature that resembled the described hallucinations of one of the patients. After thorough investigation, SCP-372 was captured via redacted, and it was determined that it had, for unknown reasons, been tormenting the unfortunate patient. It had confused him by periodically following him and remaining within sight of him while hiding outside the visual fields of those around him, making him believe that he was hallucinating a monster no one else could see. Unfortunately, the patient had by this time actually become mentally unbalanced due to stress, and data expunged.